Welcome back to your baby dad got a podcast. I'm Briggs Jones.
I'm Reek.
Remo.
It's your boy Tay.
We got our three special guests back with us for one more episode. Please introduce yourselves.
Your boy Myron. Instagram at Myron100.
Tahira and Sierra.
All right, so listen, we know it's Ramadan. Shout out to all our Muslims, everybody that's fasting. You know, we pray you have a blessed Ramadan, whatever you are seeking. You know, it happens for you in an abundance. But since we are going through this month of Ramadan, me and Tay, we had a few conversations about people who may have a co-parent who might be Muslim, and you not Muslim. So the question on the table today is, if your co-parent is Muslim and they're practicing Ramadan in your household, when your child comes to your house and you're not Muslim, non-denominational Christian, whatever you are, do you make that child follow, that Ramadan, their path of living during that time of life? You know what I'm saying? Because what you can't eat until the sun go down, can't drink water till the sun go down, a few other things as well. So I just want to know what your thoughts on that was.
Well, this not my situation. I mean, like I said, like before, like when I was talking to my man, it's kind of. I mean, I gonna say it's easy, but I think it's like it depends on, who the child live with. So I feel like if the let's just say the mother is Muslim, you understand what I'm saying? So the child is if the mother is Muslim, and the kid lives with them. 9 times out of 10, that kid practiced, that religion. You understand what I'm saying? So he probably not saying a good way, but they probably used to the procedures of them not eating things like that. So you know what I mean? For me, I'll just be like, you know what, just stay with your mom. You know what I mean? This is your Ramadan, just handle that. But if it's vice versa, and it's like I'm the you know what I mean, I'm the Muslim one, and then the mother is not, by me being the man, I'd be like, no, let the child stay over there because we all look at it like, a kid's supposed to eat. You know what I mean? Like this, I'm not saying everybody, because I mean, it's religion type thing where just Ramadan season they can't eat, but on like on the other point of view, like we can't just no, just let your kid not eat. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just be like, no, just stay with your mom. You know what I mean? Just eat whatever you gonna want, whatever. Because I'm not gonna force the child to do my religion because the child don't live with me. You know what I mean? So I'll kind of like just let the child stay with the mom. But I mean, I mean, it's give or take. You know what I mean? I don't think it's that difficult. You know what I mean? But that's my thoughts on it for real, for real.
I feel like if uh if I'm a Christian and she's a Muslim, when the child come over, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do with my child. You gonna do what you gonna do. You don't gotta talk about it, but just know it ain't gonna be the same.
I mean, I don't know if 100% sure, but I mean, I'm familiar, about Ramadan to a certain extent. But I believe the kids can be excluded from, participating in Ramadan as far as like fasting. And I know you could be excluded from fasting, if you got a medical condition or whatever, or like high blood pressure, anything that's preventing you from, life or whatever. Like you can be excluded from the fast. But as far as like the religion in the household, like I mean, you really never gonna really come to like, an equal agreement on it. Debate, but I think it's just based on the relationship of both parents. Like if it's a bad relationship, yeah, it's gonna be an argument and a difference between it. If y'all got a good relationship, yeah, y'all probably can find a common ground where y'all can do both. Like y'all probably, allow the kid to participate in this religion this year, let them participate in this year, then you have to sit down both parents and be like, well, which religion you want to follow? Because it's like you can't really force religion on somebody. You got to let them understand or let them pick what they want to do. Because it's like most of us, we probably was raised like Christian, but once we got older, we probably start questioning a little bit and probably start drifting to other religions. So it's like I don't know, the kid is gonna find his way, but I think they should have both foundations. Like give them an understanding of it, and then let them choose when they get a certain age to pick.
Repeat the question one more time, bro.
If you got a child with somebody and she's Muslim and we're going through Ramadan and she want her child to, fast and everything like that, how do you feel about when a child comes to your house? Do you want the child to follow, the mom rules over there, or when she come to your house, nah, bro, you follow my rules?
Okay.
I feel like the bigger question is like, would you just date somebody with a different like religion?
That's super tough, and it normally don't work as adults. It normally don't work as adults. That's super duper tough. That's really like kind of like
adolescent stuff. Because as an adult, that's not happening
Well, I mean,
for the most part.
this ran to what me and my man were talking about. My son is going through that right now. He's like me. You know, what I mean, we Christian. He's been dealing with this girl since middle school. She's Muslim. He came to me and was like, "Dad," I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "I don't think her mom liked me." And I said, "Why? What's wrong?" He's like, "I think it's because I'm not Muslim."
But
And
Kufar.
well, I mean, I guess now. I mean, that's what he told me. You know what I mean? So I was like, what you want to do? He was like, "Well, Dad, I'm not changing." And I said, "I understand that." I said, "But you got to understand that I'm not saying this way, but if you keep dealing with her as you get older, you're gonna have to make a decision, just like she has to." You know what I mean? I never seen. I don't want to go too much into religion because, like I said, we all got people that's probably Muslim and that's going through Ramadan right now and celebrating. So, I mean, I never seen. I'm not saying it's not possible, but I never seen a Muslim turn back to Christian. Maybe it's just from my eyes. You know what I'm saying? But I just try to tell my son, like, listen, man, when you get older, since you're talking to her, don't just go against it because you're raised that way because of us.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I would tell him this, like, as a father, I would tell him, do your research.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, look into it.
Yeah.
Like, study
Yeah.
it. Try to understand,
Yeah.
why they follow it. Because, maybe it's something they don't know about. I mean, he probably don't know much about whatever religion he following. He's probably still learning.
I feel like because you can hear me. I feel like if I'm not Muslim and his dad is Muslim, if he practiced that with his dad, if he come to my home on the weekends, because mostly it's usually the dad and the kid on the weekends. But if he comes to my house on the weekends, I'm not gonna force that on him. But you know what you're supposed to do, considering the age. You know you're supposed to fast. You know that's what your dad told you to do. So do it, but I'm not gonna force it because that's not what I believe in. But yeah, I'm not. It's never going to be an argument about it. Like,
But this is the question. Like I said, I was talking about like with a Christian school. Do you think it's even possible to work when like you meet somebody and they're Muslim and then you're Christian? Does the relationship work?
well, a Christian
understand what I'm saying?
woman can date a Muslim man, but a Muslim woman can't date a Christian man. So
Okay.
yeah,
I think
like,
that is
my
true, though. Yeah,
girlfriend.
I think that is
She
true.
was dating a Muslim guy. She's Christian.
Mhm.
But I think ultimately she will be I think the religions are kind of close. I don't really know too much, but I think they kind of close and they kind of have the same beliefs.
Mhm.
But a Muslim woman just ultimately has to follow her husband.
Yeah.
So she
Right.
can't follow a Christian man.
Right. So he already has to
You Muslim?
be it. Oh, okay.
Speak the word,
okay,
good
okay.
sister. Speak the word,
Yeah,
good
yeah,
sister.
yeah.
Speak the word.
Hallelujah.
As far as Muslims and Christians being similar, no, that's not true. I Muslims don't believe that Jesus is who he is. Like, they believe that he was a prophet, but not necessarily that he is as big as Christians believe he is. So that's like the difference. So I think it would be hard to like be a Christian and be with a Muslim because they all believe in God, which every religion I feel like does. It just gets all the religions change when Jesus comes into play. Like, they all feel differently about him. So I think that it would be hard to be with. But I mean, I have an aunt who's a pastor and she is married to an atheist. So I mean, hey,
Yeah, so you think it's possible?
strange. I don't think it's possible.
Oh, okay.
But-
Catholics,
But they have that going on.
look,
Yeah.
Catholics and Christians, they get married and they don't even believe in the same thing. Catholics pray to Mary.
That's true.
So
I think y'all both saying the right stuff, especially what you said about you said Muslim women can't date Christian men, right? Yeah, because I've experienced that. Like I talked to a woman before. She was Muslim, and she literally like told me like,
they tell you,
yeah, no, she literally told me like this is like a joke. Like I mean, we was feeling each other, but she literally like told me
nothing
like
more could come
this
from
is
it.
not like nothing real is going to come from this.
This was my question.
Unless
though,
you
like,
take your shahada.
like,
That's how
like
they hate you.
I get if she's already Muslim and she has to follow her husband. You know what I mean? Where you're like, no, I can't do this because you're already Christian. I'm not. I said, but you gotta think about it like this. Why it gotta be? Oh, I gotta be Muslim for you to follow me. Why I can't be Christian and you follow me? You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, it's just like I said, I don't want to get too much of religion because, like I said again, everybody got family. So these are questions that I thought, but like I said again, like only why we can even talk about that particular religion is if we had somebody in here that's religious. I mean, well, just practice that where they can defend that type of religion. Because I don't want to go too much deep into it. Because like I said, we need somebody to speak on their behalf. You know what I mean? Because we don't 100% really deep down understand. You know what I mean? So.
How y'all feel about the women that change religion depending on the men they date?
I'm gonna be honest.
Like my man Tay, take
I'm
I'm
be honest. All I'm look. The only positive thing. The only positive thing I would say about that, them women, they doing like what they supposed to do though. That's what they supposed to do. As a woman to her man, like
supposed to follow your man. Yeah.
no, any woman like to her man, they are doing like what they supposed to do. That's the only positive thing I could do.
What? Oh. Hold on. Back it up.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Like,
what are you saying?
Like, I'm saying that's why I phrased it the way I did. Like those specific women,
What
women? Those specific the ones that we talking about, the ones that will change their religion for their man. Like they are doing their technical job as that woman to that man. Like they are doing their job in that aspect.
Being submissive.
Says who? Who says they're doing their job? I'm saying you're concerned. Or?
No. It says like the rules of the rules of the dynamic of the relationship. Like they're following suit in that aspect. Like so, like the woman. I'm gonna try to break it down as simple as like as the woman to that man. If they are that man's woman, if that's the situation. That's what I'm saying. If that is the situation, if that man, this is my woman, that woman, this is my man, her changing whatever it is, like religion, whatever, whatever that man's religion is, if they're doing that, they are technically doing what they're supposed to do as the woman to that man. That's what I'm saying. That's that. Like that's why I said that's the only positive thing I can say about it. Yeah, that's why I said those specific women. That's the only
personalized.
Like
all women
is
no.
No,
I
thought he was saying like as a woman you're supposed to.
That's
like a man's supposed to lead and you're supposed to follow. That's what I was getting from it.
No, I mean
what they be trying to say.
No. I'm saying like that's why I said those specific women and like if that's like as their specific role in that dynamic of that relationship. Like if because that get misconstrued. Like the whole lead follow. It's not me telling you what to do. It's not a dictatorship. It's a role. We have roles. It's like a relationship in that specific capacity has roles. Like the male, female, they have roles. But in the climate that we in, people will act like that's not the case. But it is. It's yeah, good. That is. That's the dynamic. Like for a healthy, for it to like realistically thrive.
In there, women expect the man to lead. And if the man is going to lead, then the woman is supposed to follow.
But
so
see,
the man is the Muslim in the house. You know what I'm saying? The woman following to be Muslim.
But you gotta make sure
is what you saying.
You gotta make sure you're the right leader though, for to
That
expect
too.
somebody to follow.
That's what I'm saying. That's why
it don't apply to me. And I feel like if y'all boyfriend and girlfriend, you ain't gotta follow him.
That's why I said. That's why I
husband
said.
and wife, that's different.
That's what I'm talking
Dating,
about. That's what I'm talking
that's
about.
What you be saying
That's why I said specific.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
Yeah.
Say what you trying to say.
No. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
That's how the whole. You know what?
Because it's going to go off into somewhere crazy.
I want to say too. I want to answer your question first. For the women that's always religion hopping, I don't know, that's what you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? I'm judging y'all. You got one time to change religion. I respect it. It made you a better person allegedly. Hopefully you stick with it. Blah blah blah. Cool. But if you go from being Christian to Muslim to Hebrew to atheist and back to Christian on Thursday, and it's because you dated 4 niggas in 4 years, ma'am. What are we doing here? What is that about? You was atheist. What the hell? Now you in church? No, get out of this church. Burn it down. But for the women, you know, it's certain women that will follow their man no matter what. There's some women that's naturally submissive. You could be a bum, you could have money, whatever. They gonna follow you to the fucking broken door. But it's certain women that will only follow you based off of how you handling them in the bedroom and with your pockets. Those women don't mind changing religion because you handle me in the bedroom and the pockets. You know, so it's a thing of, I guess, like kind of what Cohen was saying, not that's what y'all supposed to do, but I understand why they did it. Like, you know, I want to be with my man. If we looking towards marriage, I'm going to change the religion. The problem, like he said, is y'all be doing it in relationships, boyfriend and girlfriend. Get married and do it. Make it mean something. Not Muslim married, all due respect. Just get it on paper. That's all I say. Get it on paper. Then do y'all walima and all that. Cool. But get it on paper. That's all I ask.
I feel like most women who convert to Islam, they don't go back to Christianity. They just take their hijab off. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't convert back. I don't know any women that has switched back through religion.
They might not switch back to Christianity,
No,
but
you know
but they switch back to Philly Muslim.
Nah.
Can we talk about that? Hold on.
It's called seasonal Muslim.
Oh, okay. And that's what I was getting. That's why I'm gonna say this.
I'm gonna be Muslim this year, but next year
now,
I'm gonna take a year off.
I want to separate the two because we do got real Muslims in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
But Philly got some fake Muslims.
Yeah.
Okay, they do.
So shout out to the Philadelphia Muslims. But talking about the Philly Muslims, y'all know who I'm talking about. We all from Philly. If you're from Baltimore, or we got some listeners out Singapore. Singapore don't understand. But the Philly Muslims is Ramadan. I got
Ramadan and Eid.
Because they gonna know who I'm talking about. But I got some people close to me.
No, they all definitely pop out.
One of them really Muslim. The other one really not. I ain't even know this motherfucker was Muslim. I get on the joint, she in the close friends with the tight hijab on, all this in the camera and shit. And I'm like, when you turn Muslim? But I bet you fucking April, she gonna be at the club twerking, no hijab on. Now, I'm not saying you gotta wear it every day, right? But I'm saying don't just wear it for this month, bro. Even if you wear it when you feeling down, maybe in the summertime, you want to, you know, get your faith closer, excellent, cool. But don't just wear it once a year.
All year round.
But Christians don't go to church all the time. They only go on Easter.
We judge the Christians.
They get judged.
No, we judge. You see,
I think we just talked about that.
They judge Christians. We always been on
They
Christians.
judge every Easter.
This nigga was.
Let's welcome all the
on.
visitors that only come on Easter and Christmas and the New Year.
Bring. Close the doors. Close the doors. We talk about them all the time. Them niggas is the most millionaires off of religion. I will say this about Muslims. You do not see a bunch of e-men up here profiling they brand new Benzes and stuff like that. Like the ones that's really Muslim take it serious. So when we talk about the Muslims, we not talking about the people that's at the masjid.
Niggas all be having on designer shoes though.
Hey, man, it be looking fly though. I ain't gonna hold you. When they got the Nike swoop.
Saying I'm humble, but I got on.
I'm gonna say this though, real fast, right? I mean, that Muslim, like they take that, you know what I mean, real seriously, right? And I feel like, you know, Philly is known for just, you know, everybody just being Muslim, right? But it's like, whatever, you feel me? But I just feel like, you know, we feel like we know, like, fake Muslims or whatever the case may be. But like I said, we can't literally say, oh, to a Muslim, oh, you a fake Muslim. Because
no, you can't.
Because if you say that to them, I don't care who, even somebody we really know that just transferred over, and we say, yeah, yo, you was just such. They come like wolves, bro. So it's like you gotta be careful when you saying something to them. You can't just, even if you sit there and play with them and say, Assalamu alaikum when you play games. It's just certain things you just don't cross when it comes down to like that particular, you know what I mean, situation. That's why, like I said, like we can't really say, oh, well, this one is this one and they change and all that. I just think that we just gotta be able to let them, whatever they change to be, like they Muslim, I think we just gotta just let them be with us. We can't really say, we can't be the one to say, no, they being fake. We can't really say that. You know what I mean? It's just, I think it's wrong for us to tell them that because of the situation at hand. You feel what I'm saying?
I also want to play devil's advocate because the religion from, like, I had a guy introduce me to the religion, right? And some of the stuff I read really is beautiful.
You took a shot?
I'm not going to say every woman changed for a man, right? They probably really like love the religion or like the religion. and like
No, because I
keep
like
it
certain
pure.
part.
No,
I
go-
like
go-
certain
go ahead,
parts of
man.
Islam.
Yeah.
No, go ahead, babe. I'm sorry.
No, but no, I just feel like sometimes it's what like I do feel like they did it for the men. But also it's like in you introducing this to me, I really like what I'm reading. I really like what I like, what y'all practicing.
Yeah. Now to respond to what you just saying, I think the Islam religion is probably the most beautiful out of all. Like I feel like in a whole when they
doing it
together,
right.
the fact that they will get out in the middle of the street when it's time to pray
anywhere,
and pray.
Yeah.
That's dope to me. But
Mhm.
those are the real Muslims. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? Like we not talking about them. We not talking about the Philadelphia Muslims. We talking about the Philly Muslims. Just like people talk about these in and out of church Christians. We talk about them all the time, and it's like the Muslims talk about them Christians too. So don't be out here, saying something about somebody, but you can't take it if they saying it about you, because we're not talking about all of them.
That's my thing. I just don't like to pick and choose ones. Like don't come to me with your pick and choose when you want to, stick by your religion. Like if you're a Christian, like you want to be a Christian, on Sunday, but
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
on New Year's
just
Eve.
This,
On New Year's
but
Eve,
then
you
you
wanna be
this
Christian.
regular person on Monday, or like, you a Muslim, during Ramadan, but during the summertime, we turning up smoking weed and drinking, and you ain't doing none of the shit that you was doing during then. So don't pick and choose. My whole thing is this: if you're gonna do the religion, do it all the way.
Yeah.
Don't pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? When it's particular, like they say, like when you on Easter or whatever, the pastor he'll call you out, like, I want to see you on Easter.
I don't like when pastors do that, though, because I'll rumble you, old head.
I don't like when
my
he
mom
do
used to
it.
take me here when I was
don't
5.
like
Don't
when
talk
he
to me.
do it
Pastors
either,
really be
but
out of
I
pocket.
get
bro.
but I get what he trying to say when he say it. But I
Yeah.
don't think he should say it. But I get what he trying to say is like, yeah, y'all pick and choose when y'all want to. Yeah, okay, Easter.
Yeah.
Oh, now you want to be a Christian on Easter. You know all the fucking,
Yeah.
all the stories.
Parking
in the
lot
book
be
on
packed.
Yeah, for
doing
sure.
Easter,
Parking lot be
but then
packed
it's like
on
you
Easter.
don't
Collection
follow
plate
none of the
overflowing.
commandments after
Parking lot
Easter.
be packed.
Like,
And then a lot of times women be going through stuff and they want to go back to church because they
yeah.
and I feel like
I
it's
respect
fine,
that,
it's
though.
fine,
I
it's
respect
nothing
that.
wrong with- and there's nothing wrong with women
Yeah.
occasionally taking their chemo off or putting it
Yeah.
back on. Like I just feel like we human, like we
It's
No.
it's nothing wrong with that. I just
oh,
Oh, I was about to say real quick. At the end of the day, religion really is just like faith, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, like people just want
everybody
something to
gonna be
believe
mad
in.
at you. Go ahead.
What?
No, not like that. I'm just saying, like,
We got the whole world in this.
no,
hand.
I'm just saying, like, all of them, like, they really just like
Mm.
give people faith and
You
like
atheist?
things to
I'm not
believe
gonna
in.
say.
Why, hell
I
no.
say, look,
Oh, wow,
if,
you
it, if
good,
it makes
you
you,
good.
if it makes you a better
That's
person,
really at the end of the day
then
what
I don't
it
think
is,
it's
bro.
nothing wrong.
Absolutely
with it.
not.
Yeah,
If,
but
if it makes you a better person, if that's what you need to make you a better person, I don't
So,
think there's nothing
That's
wrong.
y'all,
with
because
Yeah.
y'all all saying
And-
the right things
and-
though, for real. Y'all all on point.
And
but
we
it's-
gonna
I
give
just
we
think
all
it's about
gonna
faith
give
at the
our
end of the day.
closing remarks on this. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead.
She
I
ready to get
see
it.
her. She ready.
She ready to get
it.
She been balling up the whole.
Let me check y'all. Let me tell y'all something.
So to what you
I
said,
really
'cause I was
heard
about
about
to
that
chime
church.
in. Just because you don't go to church doesn't mean you're not a Christian.
No, yeah, no.
Because I used to have this argument with my mom all the time. My dad's a deacon, so I grew up in the church. And I never liked my mom's church.
No, I don't like
Okay,
But
it.
and so when I moved out of her house and I had my own, I wasn't going to church. And my mom would like chastise me about it, like you're not going to church, you're not going to church. But I still study, like just like
Exactly.
Muslims have the Quran, Christians have the Bible. I still read the Bible. I still talk to God every day. I just didn't go to church. And I used to try to explain to my mom, like, that doesn't have anything to do with my relationship with God. Like, just that's the building. You're going there to fellowship with people, to sing, to hear the word. That doesn't mean I don't have a relationship. I think the same thing goes for Muslims. Just because they only pop up during Ramadan, that doesn't mean they're not studying behind closed doors. So, I mean, it's kind of like, because people see Christians doing stuff and they like, oh, you're not real, you don't practice what you preach. But everybody messes up. Everybody's human. Nobody's perfect. We're all with sin. We all sin. So it's just like, you can't really, everybody's walk is different. Everybody's journey is different. I feel like you should be able to tell what somebody believes in, because if they don't, then you're not doing it right, because you should know. You're going to know who I believe in. I walk around with Jesus sweatshirts on all day. So, I mean, I don't play about God.
God is good.
But I also don't judge other religions. Like I'm not going to sit here and say what they believe in is wrong. I just know what I believe in. So I don't think really. I think when the religions start judging each other, it kind of like the pastors that everybody sees, the not Marvin Sapp, I love Marvin Sapp, but like the money.
He did some out of pocket stuff. He did some out of pocket stuff. That was
I'm
hilarious.
struggling with it, okay?
Hilarious, but that
Y'all
was
seen that
out of
Drewski
pocket.
skit?
That was out of pocket.
I struggle with
Hilarious. He funny though.
it. I struggle with it.
Hilarious.
The Mike Todd,
It's
yeah, the Mike Todd and all that. Like,
close the door.
I feel like Christians get judged off of those pastors, like the Rolls Royce pastors and all that. But that's not just like we say, like the real Muslims, like the one that take it serious. The Christians that take it serious, there are Christians that get together and pray just like the Muslims do. But people don't see that side because they show the side that like it's not real. But I think that's for a reason. I think the fake side is shown because Christianity is the religion that gets talked about the most. So to me, hey, it's Christianity and Muslims, and we kind of believe in the same stuff. They just don't believe in Jesus. So to me, I think the religions are similar. They are, but it's just they don't believe Jesus is who we believe. That's it. But yeah, that's my take on it.
One thing that they say about the Christians though, because I'm Christian, they say we too judgy. We judge everybody off everything they do.
That's
all day long.
Y'all definitely try to force the religion. Y'all try to make people come to church and stuff.
Certain ones.
Certain ones, for sure.
Now, I will say that Christianity
We ain't Jehovah's Witness now.
Christianity definitely was forced on me. It was forced on me, but I feel as though when I did get older and I started, being introduced to like other religions, like I just learned about them. Like that's why I would say, I tell everybody like learn about another religion. Don't just go off like what people say. Like read about it.
That's on point.
For sure.
That's on point.
You might take something from all of them. Like
That's on point.
I mean, that's what I kind of do. I take something from like every one of the religions. I don't know if it's right or I don't know if it's wrong, but like I believe it's a creator, but I like a little something from every other religion.
Agreed. So I want to say this for my last closing remarks on this topic. You know, I grew up in a Christian church. When I was about 8, my mom started getting into the Hebrew faith. So I'm talking bad about all y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got Muslim family members. If I offended y'all, I apologize, but I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about one of y'all, but not both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? If the one who gonna think I'm talking about them, I'm not talking about the other one. All right, so look, for Christians, y'all judgy as shit. Y'all judgy as shit, but y'all got the best music. Me and you. Nah, I just gotta throw it out there.
The best music for
Yes.
sure.
We got that
best
hands
music.
down. Hands
Christians
down.
got the
That's
best music. Christians got the best music.
They do.
Some Christians are judgy, not all of them.
Yes.
Tell
There's
them.
a
So I'm
lot
gonna
that
say,
are not.
Tell
yes,
them.
you're right. But I love the 50. Listen, I love the half and half Christians because y'all don't judge. You don't judge. You mean like you in it?
Half and half.
Yes, you is. I understand. I can tell. He
No,
half and half too.
no, I'm 100%.
Listen,
I am not half.
You gonna understand what I'm saying when I say it? Right.
I
Do you wear dresses
yeah.
every day? And you half and half. Exactly. It's in the Bible. I got you. Exactly. But it's because you're not judgy. It's because you're not judgy, and I respect that. I don't mean
I'm
half
only
and
not
half.
judgy because I didn't like the way it made me feel
Exactly.
when I was judged growing up in church.
So back to what I said. Them Christians, I don't like y'all, but I love y'all music. Now, let's talk about the Hebrews. I think the Hebrews got the best perception of Jesus Christ. They got the most realistic one. But y'all also judgy, so y'all can kiss my ass. I don't like y'all had me fasting at the age of 8 years old, and I didn't even know what it was. I couldn't eat for 7 days straight damn near. The sun was going down super early in the wintertime when we had the fast. It wasn't right now getting, I mean, it was going down. Bro, I ain't like it. I ain't like it. I ain't like it. I ain't like it at all. And now, when it comes to the Muslims, I love y'all. Y'all know how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Just, what you say? Not the Philly ones be fake, not the Philadelphia Muslim. You know what I'm saying? But that's that. So you got any closing remarks, Tay?
Shout out to all the Muslims. No. He gonna say
Man.
Shout out to all the Muslims, man. Because
Your
my
discretion
mom just
advised.
thinking about transferring over stuff like that. So it ain't like that. Half of my family is like trying to be Muslim right now. So I mean, like I said, this was basically a thought about my son. You know, what I mean, he had some concerns, and I just try to let him know, like, you gonna have to look into it. You gotta talk.
Tell him
figure
it
this
be
out.
more women.
Yeah.
young.
Yeah.
No, I mean
I
he
told
gonna,
you,
he gonna meet
young,
1 month,
man.
but no,
Yeah.
he really like
They
he really
young.
on
I
some.
Look.
Like, he really into her heavy.
Hey,
Like he married
man,
her since middle school.
every
so
every
Nice.
every boy
he
have
really
a
with her,
heartbreak.
man.
That's
Yeah.
that. I guess that'd be his first
Yeah.
heartbreak.
Man, we got
Well,
3 hour
no,
show
tell
on
him
that.
to read into it. Tell him to read into it. See if he
Yeah, I
like
mean that's why I told
Knowledge
myself
is
if you really
power.
like her and you really, you know what I mean, just start looking to her.
The last thing about the Hebrews, the Broad Street Hebrews, y'all the worst. Y'all the worst. Y'all be
No,
yelling.
know them the five.
You talking about the Israelites and
Nah,
all them?
the
The Israelites?
Israelites.
Yo,
Yo. And I
look.
never seen y'all
Now-
women. I
now-
never seen y'all women. At this point, I
now-
think it's a masculine only
Yo,
men part of it.
yo.
I'm
Yeah, I
just,
mean, y'all
I'm
the
just not
problem.
believing nobody that dress up
Yeah,
like Shogun
I'm-
Assassin.
Yo,
Them
yo.
niggas on, yeah,
Nigga, you
bro.
look like Show Enough.
Look,
I ain't
look.
trying
The
to-
Israelites, look,
The
I ain't
Broad
gonna
Street-
lie.
You
And I said
who's
our
the
religion is
master?
faith and do
Yeah.
whatever you. And I was basically saying that to say just do whatever you comfortable with.
You know, I don't
But
like
y'all
that many white
Israelite-
people. Don't be yelling at them white people when they
Bro,
come off
y'all-
the train, bro.
Y'all
I don't like
Israelites
that
be
shit.
drunk.
They be talking
They be
crazy
drunk,
to him
bro.
too, yo.
Y'all be
Yeah.
draw.
You came from monkeys. Why you say that to him?
Y'all
He might have,
be
but don't say that.
drunk.
Yeah, that's not
I ain't
fuck.
even gonna lie about it.
I'm a
I'm
little
not even
racist, but I ain't
sure
that
about that,
racist.
bro.
You know, he took
Look,
it too far.
No, y'all be drunk. Y'all be drunk. Israelites, y'all be drunk.
agreeing
Bro.
with him to a certain point.
Yeah, it's
Look,
like
It's like if everybody here, we know anybody that convert to that, it'd be like
yeah, that's probably the worst. You know what?
that should be like, yo, I can't even really
know-
bang with John like that, bro.
Yeah.
John, yeah.
John is
talking
Israelite.
real
I just let
crazy
him.
about
I just let
Billy
him
and
go.
Tom.
They boots always dirty.
Yeah, I
But no,
Niggas
we
ain't gonna be the same no more.
I just let him go. Yeah, that's the point of no return right there.
So
That's
look,
super religion right there.
We all ain't getting a
That
raise
is
now.
super. You super the boy.
No, look though. We gonna get into this next topic. It's a guy from Insecure. I had his name in my head. I forgot his name, but he hosted this I guess Black Table Talk. It was like 7 or 8 other guys sitting around the table, and there was a clip I wanted to play, and a guy is talking about how men are brought up, black men specifically, but brought up to respect women. So I'm about to hit play on it and let y'all listen to it.
So we start to think about how we only think about women when it's tethered to a man. Like, hey, respect her, bro. That's so-and-so, little sister. Hey, respect her, bro. That's so-and-so. So it's really thinking about how us as men, in terms of accountability, we really don't even have a good transition from objectification to fatherhood because you've been a fucker for 20 years. And now you don't want to be a fucker no more. Now you want to be a father. Because we don't have that accountability to think about the like how we are taught to objectify women. And I know in our conversations, it'd be like, hey, you can get respect from the homies based off how you get down on a bitch.
Yes. Yeah.
To be real.
Yes.
You can get capital, popularity, preference based off of how you're able to dominate and objectify other women. So then when I come into the conversation and I want to talk about progression of women, we start to have different, I'm gonna say pathology, different ways that stigma taps into it. And I think one of those is us being very critical about how we relate to women that's not related to us. Like, how do you respect women that's not your sister, that's not your mama, that's not your, you know what I'm saying, you feel me? Oh, even when you find them attractive. Like, how do you respect for those women? And I think that the conversation starts before we start thinking about fatherhood.
To sum up what he said, he's basically saying like we was kind of raised up to objectify women, and the only time we give women like the utmost respect is when she connected to a man. Like, if I'm going to Reem Cookout and he like, yo, that's my sister over there. His sister get the utmost respect. But them girls he not related to, oh, it's on. You know what I'm saying? So like, what's y'all thoughts on how men were raised to respect women, and the ladies after we reply? Because I don't want them to reply based off of what y'all say. I want y'all to like, let us know how y'all feel about our reply.
Oh, well, I mean, if she walking down the street,
Is that depending on how she dressed?
he said attractive. So yeah, I mean, like
No,
if I
I'm saying,
if
she
I
said
how
shit,
she
though.
dressed.
Oh yeah, that factors into absolutely. And if it's like you said, if I find her attractive, yeah, I'm thinking all of the typical man thoughts. I ain't no sugarcoating that, so for sure. But respect respect is, I think that's one of them things, bro. That's taught from the crib. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's based off of like how you grew up and what you was taught.
Right.
Because
Are you going to approach a woman differently based on what she look like?
based off how she's dressed, you mean? Yeah, for sure, all day long. Because the way you're dressed, that's the perception that you're given to the world.
I agree to an extent. I think that's what draws the respect level, like how that person, like how that woman dresses and occupation. I don't think it's so much of, but I do understand the part, like, to get back to what you were saying, like, why as men we be like, yo, you can't look at my sister, but all them they up for grabs. But I would say you would have to look at that circle of up for grabs because it might be one girl, she might be the quiet girl that's doing good and be like, nah, man, leave her alone. Da, da, da. But then you got this wild one, but yo, she crazy, she do whatever. So I feel as though, a lot of women create that dynamic, for men to get that response.
I
We
feel
had a situation. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I feel like growing up as a kid, I feel like I had both sides of that. I feel like my dad, he was the type that he'd come get me on weekends. He'd have several girlfriends. He'd take me like we'd go somewhere. One of his girlfriends would pop up, bust some windows out his car. But when I go home, my stepdad there, been with my mom all these years. So it's like a double side. So I ain't never like talked to women crazy growing up. The bitch, hey, her. Yeah, I was like always respectful.
For me, how I was, like I said, how I was raised, basically, me just, watching, what I see on TV, listening to certain music, like, like I said, my dad wasn't around, so the music play a part in it, you know what I mean, who I looked up to, like how my mom was treated, me just going outside when I like a girl, I'm like, oh, she pretty, and they be like, no, she's a da 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 da, like, we just, like I said, well, for me, like, I was just basically raised to the point where women is not respected. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter where I was going, where I was outside. Females always got abused, looked at like, you know what I mean? It's just something to do. Like, y'all was like toys. And like I said, my mom was basically something like that. Like, she got abused. I watched her get beat on, you know what I mean? Things like that. She was raising all three of us, by herself. You know what I'm saying? So I think that my perception of just looking at how women are is how I witnessed my mother. Like, if my mom just got beat on, that's how I'm like, well, did they supposed to get beat on? Like, you know what I mean? This is how they supposed to be treated. Like, you know what I mean? Then I'll go outside and I'm just in school and I'm just seeing these little girls and, you know what I mean? They don't know no better. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, she nasty. She this damn third. It's just, my thing is looking at them is just, listen, my job is to do what I seen my stepdad do, my dad do. My dad ain't around for a certain reason because probably my mom. My stepdad treating my mom a certain way, so I got to treat her that way. It's we're watching what I see. And I mean, sometimes what you see, like as a kid, believe it or not, it traumatizes us as we get older. You know what I mean? We don't understand it. So we just go with the flow. And like I said again, that's why a lot of us fathers, you know what I mean, we're going through now in the present day because of how we treated women.
Yeah.
And then women, decides to hold the kid. And we like, why they holding our kid from us? Because like I said, a lot of fathers back then, we wasn't shit. Well, they wasn't shit. I'm gonna say that. And now we in the future now, and we learned from our pop, like, no, we can't do that. We trying to do the best thing. But then the mothers is keeping the kids away. We like, well, that's why. That's why I see why we us as men looked at women the way we. I mean, they did because of them reasons. You know what I'm saying? So I just go off of just how we work. I mean, well, myself coming up and how this woman was treated. So I said I witnessed it on the block, neighbors down the street. I witnessed, females. I ain't gonna say too much, but get in a situation where they surrounded by 4 or 5 men. You know what I mean? It's just I'm witnessing it in the basement. Like, Tay, come over here.
Yeah.
I go downstairs. Just one girl just sitting there. Like, what the fuck is going on in here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just I'm witnessing women be treated like whatever people portrayed it as.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I think how we look at, well, not now, but back then, how I was brought up. You feel me?
I was going to speak on the situation of a woman being treated based on how she carried herself. So there was a situation with sexy red, right? Where she wild, she crazy, she this and that, and then it's like it don't give that man a right to treat her like that in public. Like, I don't care what you might have heard from the other person or what she might have said to you. You don't treat her like that.
Yeah.
You don't do that. You don't do stuff like that. And then I feel like at some point in time, as a man, I guess you seeing niggas do other shit to a woman. When are you gonna say that's not right? That's not cool. Why you following behind what other niggas is doing? Like, you have a mind of your own.
I agree.
Just my point of view, but I feel like we, as far as respect directly correlated to y'all, I think we do learn that from our pops, like, or whatever male figure that we had growing up. Because like Reek, what you said, you had 2 point of views. You had like you said your pop and your step pop, and based off of what you said, the way you decided to like the way you decided to view women and give the way you decided what type of respect you was gonna give them was based off your step pop. That's kind of how that sound, and that's how it is. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like when I think about it, I learned how to like respect women specifically from my pop. I ain't gonna lie, and I mean I'm not sitting here saying my pop is Rhodes Scholar or nothing like that,
Right.
but he did show me that. My
Yeah.
mom used to wild out on him, all crazy, like leaving crazy tight voicemail, all tight crazy. He was trying to get him booked and all that over child support shit and all that
Yeah.
crazy shit. And he just like he ain't never like snapped back or none of that or whatever. Now I'm not saying here saying I won't snap on a shorty or nothing like that. I will for sure.
Yeah.
But I know, like if I do, I know I'm choosing to do it. It's not that
Yeah.
I don't know no better. Like you know what I'm saying? Because I learned that from him. Like he did so much. So I could kind of honestly say like whatever male figure is in our lives growing up, they
Yeah.
going to show.
I do think that a big part of how black men are is from the household. From the household they grew up in. I feel like, I got 3 sons. So I try to raise them completely different than what I think most black men how they were raised. Like I talk to him all the time about it. I feel like, and this is a sidetrack, but I feel like a lot of times black men specifically do not know how to express any other emotion but anger.
Yeah.
I think that's something that was taught. I think that I cringe. I hate when people tell boys, don't cry, don't be a girl, stop acting like a girl, as if crying is a girl emotion. I think I said to him like a while ago, I think I called you beautiful or something. He was like, that's for girls. And I'm like, beautiful doesn't have a gender. Like beautiful is the way
Take that
something
compliment.
looks.
That was a
Something
bar.
Thank you, baby.
something is
That was
beautiful.
a
Like
bar.
it's not
Thank
a
you, baby.
gender thing, but I think black men growing up, they have always
A lot of that got to deal with how I grew up.
yeah,
You
but
know
that's
how
a
I
lot
grew
of
up.
black
My
men.
dad
Though.
used to say when it was raining out, don't carry umbrellas. Only girl carry umbrellas.
That's
Put
real
your
rap
hands
That's
though.
a lot of black
I ain't gonna
men.
lie, I
That's a
still
lot of black
kind
men.
That shit
of,
too,
I
that's crazy,
still
yo.
kind of believe, I
That's
still kind of
crazy.
run with that to this day. To this,
Yeah,
I
that's
just
wild.
throw a hood on. I just throw a hood
That's why I
on.
ain't got no
I
umbrellas
just
at
throw
the
a-
house.
I don't
Yeah.
even own. I
You
never
ain't
owned an
got-
umbrella.
Yo, you
I
ain't got
never
no
bought
umbrellas?
one. I never
I
purchased
would have had an
one.
umbrella.
But that's
I
not
ain't
true.
never owned an
It's not a
umbrella.
thing. It's not true. And I think a lot, like even now, like if you see a guy that's a little more not feminine but more in tune with their emotions, girls call him gay. Which
Sassy.
sassy, yes. And it's not
That shit
like
burns
we're
me.
human.
Some of 'em
Everybody.
Some of them are.
I'm about to say it depends.
Yeah, but I
It
think that's
depends.
because
It depends.
it's either too much or not enough. Like it's either like they was raised by a woman and it's too much of the woman's side, and then or they was raised
Well,
and
see,
it's like
but
be
that's
super tough.
Well, that's what me and Jordan always be saying, because I always say like the majority of black men, we all been raised by single women.
Yeah,
So it's gonna be natural that we're gonna have a lot of female tendencies in us that we don't recognize.
and a lot of y'all lack emotion.
Yeah.
yeah, and
Because
that,
the
Well-
women that were raising y'all didn't want to be too soft, so then they had to be masculine, and
Well,
they
That's
couldn't.
a fact,
let
yo.
their
That's a
guard down.
fact. That's a fact.
For the
Yep.
straight
That's a
men,
fact.
the reason why we lack emotion if we was raised by single mothers is because the emotions that do come from our single mothers is the anger,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the
Yep.
not being sensitive, but because we men,
That's
we're
on
not
point.
trying to show sensitivity. So even
Yeah.
the sensitive part comes out as anger.
Anger. Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
on
So,
point. That's
but
on
I
point.
will never blame the parent who stayed. And I think I say that all the time. Like, I'll never blame the single mom for raising that boy as best as she could when the
Yeah.
dad wasn't present. Even though it might not be the dad's fault why he
Yeah.
not present. I mean,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? But still, I can't put all the blame on, the parent that was around. You know what I'm saying? As for me, my dad was like Papoose. What Clarissa say? Pap upstairs. My dad, he was in the crib, but he was upstairs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I played the flute. He came to none of my recitals. My school was across the street. I started playing basketball. He ain't come to none of my intramural games. Like, a lot of shit, my dad just wasn't present, but I was a mama's boy, and I held on to her strong. But my mom taught me young, it's okay if boys cry. She taught me how to date women, and I think that's one thing I do well is I respect women. I can meet a woman who may be attractive, but I won't come at her like, oh, I want her, I'm trying to fuck. But that's just how she raised me.
Yeah.
Now, had I been raised by my dad, the few times my dad did encounter, help me with women, oh, your mom about to go to church, tell your girlfriend come over so you can lose virginity. It's shit like that. So you telling a boy at 16 who a virgin to go, your mom going to church, go fuck your girlfriend. You ain't say, yo, here go $50, take it to the movies. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I wasn't taught how to date by men, but I was taught by my mom. But had it been my dad, I'd be a fucked up nigga. I could tell because he wasn't shit. He was upstairs like Papoose.
See that, and that's why I always believe like, and I always would say my pop, he taught me like my morals and ethics. I I was outside and everything, and I was tough neighborhoods and this and that. Like, but my pop is a small example. He would have me, my girlfriend I dated in high school. She lived all the way in West Philly. I'm up Alany. He would have me just getting on the train with her to go, not even all the way to her crib, but just he was like, yo, make sure you get on the train with her and go down to West Philly with her, just this year, just to see, make sure she safe. That's what I'm saying. That right there, that's morally and ethically on the top of a mountain right there. That's what I'm saying. Like, so things like that. Now, what we get from our mothers, I mean, it's so much stuff, and I'm pretty sure every dude in here can pinpoint one exact thing. Like I'll say, I get my confidence from my mom. Like, and that's like the whole. I gotta be, even more than just a woman because I'm raising I'm a single mom, raising a young man. I gotta do this and that. But the one thing that's really going to instill that they going to instill in us is that like they going to like, yo, they gonna put that like that good battery in our back. That's what I say.
Part about that, not to like skip ahead, but that's why I kind of agree with Clifton Powell, like on like in the show. Even though Clifton Powell he was nigga was definitely out of line with
He
a
was
lot of
wilding.
shit that
He was
was
wilding in
saying.
that joint. I ain't even gonna lie.
But the part where he was like basically talking about how how like a man don't really know how to love love the woman. That's basically what the round table was about. Is because like we don't witness love as kids. Like
Yeah. So
it's just like women, how you got a lot of women saying, yo, I want to be a wife, but it's like, yo, was your mom a wife?
Yeah,
Like,
and
how do you know what a wife is? Like,
we can get
so
into
it's like,
that.
men, we don't really know what love
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
So
It's just a
absolutely.
rarity, bro.
We spent all
It's a
these
rarity.
years like trying to find it. Like, I
So
don't know.
look,
Like, remember I told you, I was
it's
like,
super
I'm starting
rare.
to feel like Clifton Powell. I'm like, yo, I'm 46. I'm like, yo, I don't really think I know
Yeah.
what love is. Like,
So
now.
I'll just to
you.
update anybody that don't. I didn't play the clip. It's a little, but just a quick synopsis of it. Colin Powell basically said he just learned how to love and he just turned 70.
God,
My
damn,
bad, Clifton
cuz.
Powell. You know what, Pinky, nigga? It's Pinky. It's Pinky. Everybody know Pinky from Friday. It's Pinky. Yeah, I'm calling Pinky. I called him Pinky the whole 2 hours I watched this shit. That's Pinky. But Clifton Powell was basically saying at 70 he just learned how to love.
Mm-hmm.
Now the guy on the other side of the table who happened to be gay, he was basically like, and that's the problem that women have with men. Like we are there for you, we doing X, Y, and Z for you, but now that you old, maybe your shit don't work downstairs the same, maybe your health not the best. Now you want to be taken care of. Now you want to be right. Now you want your life partner. Now you know how to love. And Clifton Powell got really upset when he said he couldn't receive it, but the gay boy said some real shit. But the question I want to ask, why is it that us as straight men find it so hard to receive like not chastising, but a gay man holding you accountable or even giving you advice on how to love or treat women?
I don't think it's so much more. I don't think it's so much of that. It's just that I don't think they could speak from like our side. Like I feel as though like they've been loved. Like they get the motherly love. Like because they have to be protected. Like if that's something that they're living with, they look for protection, and the first person to protect them is their mother, a woman. Like as a straight man, like we don't really have no protection. Like we might have protection from our mothers for a limited time, but then it's like we get older, and then as men we go out on our own, and sometimes that relationship gets snapped. So it's like you kind of lose the love that you had a mother, because we sit here sometimes. Some people will say, "Oh man, a kid growing up with both parents, man, he's gonna grow up perfect." But man, we seen people grow up with both parents and they grow fucked up, and we be like, "Damn, nigga, I ain't had one man, I ain't did half the shit that this motherfucker did." And
Question about why we can't like accept like advice from a gay man. Well, like I said, like growing up, man, it just wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? Even if you had, you know what I mean, some sugar in your tank, you couldn't bring it out. You know what I mean? We in a new day and age where now it's accepted. And like I said again, like as I got older, I watched, you know, people that came out, you know what I mean? I don't want to speak on too many people, but some people in my family are, and I learned to understand. You know what I mean? I still get that, you know, they still a man. You know what I mean? They might got women tendencies, you know what I'm saying, like whatever, but when I talk to them, you know what I mean, have a conversation with them, they understand like, okay, that's Tay, whatever, and we can have like a man to man, well, man to man conversation. Like I mean, I don't get offended, you know what I mean? They just still they have two outlooks. You know what I mean? They have an outlook of a man, then they have also a outlook of a woman, because that's probably what they be around, what they are trying to be.
Then it's,
You know what I mean? So I don't like I'm gonna let you go, bro. But I just like as I got older, I started taking. I'm not gonna say took advice, but I started to understand. And like I said, I'm gonna give you two examples. Like the guys that we, like I said, I know, and we all know, like you know, Scott and Warren. Like you know, what I mean, depending on them, you know, Scott. Like I said again, he gives good advice. He's a good boy. Like you know, what I mean, like he's thorough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said again, like I mean, if we can get him on a call, it would be cool. But like I said, like he gave me some good advice just about my situation in general, and he was like, "Yo, Tay, you like, listen, that's what I think you should do, whatever." But back then, you couldn't have a conversation with me. You know what I mean? Just because of who you are. But as you get older, you start to understand, like you know, they still a man and they still think like a man, but they also have a different outlook of it. So that's why I can say now I can take advice because I can see to a point where they come from. I don't look at them because they like a different gender. You see what I'm saying? They still a person. You see what I'm saying? So just because they like something else that I don't like, that doesn't mean they still not a person. They don't have common sense. You feel what I'm saying?
That's on point.
You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying, but also again, I don't think Clifton Powell was wrong, and I don't think he was like offended that it was a gay person saying that. But it's more. It's like, all right, it's like we all mailmen in here. So a person that don't deliver the mail, can they tell you how to deliver the mail? Can they tell you anything and everything about delivering the mail?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
But-
Good point.
Let's keep it a bean.
No,
That's
I
a
didn't
good
see
point.
the clip, but in the clip, was he giving him advice about dating the genders they're dating, or just just about love in general? Because I mean, he's still a man, right?
Well, Clifton Powell was just basically saying at the age that he is, he don't understand what love is. And the gay guy was basically saying, well, I'm not waiting that long. That's your problem. Y'all be harboring all this hate and animosity, and then y'all be missing out on love. And then Clifton Powell was just basically saying, I'm not saying that's how y'all should feel. He like saying, this is how I feel. Like he basically saying, like somebody that's younger, like me, that's right now, that's 46, he telling you like, yo, if you keep feeling that way at 70, this is how you're going to be. So I'm trying to get you to talk, to tell you like, no, open up. You know what I mean? Don't harbor all that hate. Don't miss out on the love. And I just think boy just wasn't missing it. He was just like, well, no, you shouldn't. You making a woman wait and she missing out and da-da-da. Like, I don't think he was like really listening to what he was trying to say. And I think that's why Clifton Powell is getting mad, because it's like you speaking from a protective woman perspective, and it's like I'm not saying nothing.
Who said
about,
he was protected by a woman?
Well, that's what the gay guy was like basically.
I about to say, because
like,
just because they turn out gay don't mean they grew up being protected by their mama.
Oh no,
For sure.
Because they be having issues. That's why
But
they.
I don't know what clip you saw. The way the clip started, they was talking about monogamy. And Clifton Powell, at 70 years old, was saying, I just learned how to love. He said, my woman been patient with me for 10 years. This is what he's saying, right? The gay man said to him, how long you been monogamous? He said, today. Everybody started laughing. Everybody started laughing. So the guy said, this is my problem, right? Y'all wait till y'all get in your 60s and your 70s, and then y'all want to be monogamous. Y'all want to say, oh, I'm ready to love. So the guy said, you can't tell me, but you literally just told us you was not monogamous this entire relationship. So he's holding you accountable and you don't like it. And I get that you didn't know how to treat a woman, but this woman has been going through hell with you for 10 years. You had to, why not listen to her? She's telling you how to love her. I don't want you cheating on me. It don't feel good, but you still doing the shit. You still doing it. So that man is holding you accountable. Now that you're 70, no young thing want to fuck on you. Sorry. They don't want to have sex with you no more. So now
I'm only in my 30s.
Now it's like, I got this lady who been riding with me for 10 years. I'm gonna just go ahead and do right by her now. And that's what the gay guy was trying to say.
Oh, well, the gay guy was right.
He was.
Well,
To me, he was.
again, and I know you saying it wasn't because he was gay, but I do think a big part of it because he kept saying, "How can you tell me about something that you ain't never fucking been through or some shit like that?"
Well, I mean,
But he been dealing with men.
No.
He knows.
But I'll say this: Clifton Powell was wrong. He is wrong, but I do think he wanted to say what Reem was saying, but he was so flustered he couldn't say it. Now I want to say this: we don't know how gay men view sex. Us as men, sex is addicting. And it's more addicting than it is to I'm not saying there's no women out here that's not addicted to sex, right?
They still men. Though.
That's the sunshine.
They still men, but it's
They
different.
just like
They not
men.
getting
No,
the
it go
sunshine.
They think like
Listen,
men.
They not
They're
getting the
literally
sunshine.
men.
I
not getting
never
that
did
sunshine.
no gay stuff, but I'm pretty sure their sex hurt. So I'm pretty sure they not just out here fucking
We're
all
gonna
the
pause
time.
that, bro. We're gonna pause that, bro.
But
We're gonna pause that, bro.
regardless, they think
I'm
We're
like
gonna pause
a
that,
man.
bro.
I'm
Like,
We're gonna pause that, bro.
We
We're
can
gonna
pause
pause that.
regardless, they
We're
think
gonna
with
pause
their
that.
penis. They think
gotta
like a man.
pause
I
that.
used to be
And
cool with a
they
lot of
gotta,
gay guys.
bro.
they gotta
Bro, we
spread
gotta
out their
pause
sex
that, bro.
probably. They probably got spread
Bro,
out
we
their
gotta
They
pause
can't.
that.
They know
joint,
nothing
bro.
like women. Like they don't think like us.
Bro, we
They
gonna
don't.
pause the shit out that
They
joint,
can
bro.
be
I'm just
friends
saying.
with us and try to relate to us,
Bro,
but they
that, bro.
don't think like us. Like they
What
completely
time-
think
what
like
time
men.
is it? Bro, we
I
too
think they
pause
can
that.
relate to us more because they're dealing with men
Yes.
and they understand what we're going through. They understand what we're going
Fine.
through because niggas be doing
So just
crazy
now
stuff.
listen to what you just said.
I don't think they
We
relate
are
to
dealing
us.
with
No.
women. Unless they was in some
Absolutely
yams
not.
before, I feel like you can't tell me about it. You can't.
Sunshine. The
Now,
sunshine.
you can tell me how to love a
The
woman properly.
sunshine.
You can tell me how to listen to them, but you can't tell me about the temptations that men have when it comes to stepping out.
So as a man, you don't have, as a gay man, you don't have temptations.
I'm not
for
gay.
other gay men.
I'm not
Gay
gay.
men
You
have
you pointing at me and shit. No, I'm not
No,
gay.
that's what I'm saying though.
I'm not
Gay,
gay.
because
Yeah.
you're a man. You're tempted by women. Why is he not tempted by other men? He likes sex. He's a man. The sexual drive, quote unquote, is higher for men.
Yeah.
So wouldn't he have a high sex drive for a man?
He does. It's
Call-
just opposite of who y'all date. Y'all the same. Y'all just date. Y'all just
Call
are
Scott.
attracted to different
Call Scott.
genders.
They
So
no,
what?
Call
No.
Scott.
no. Listen.
No,
Listen.
call-
Before we even do that,
Call Scott.
you
Nah,
you
they
not
not
you
about to
not
tell me.
you not wrong about what you saying about them having the same urges that straight men have. The problem that they do, and why that whole thing even blew up, because like you based off what you said, the gay dude basically told Clifton Powell, man, you was stringing this girl along 10 years and you ain't know what the hell you wanted, da da da. And Clifton Powell was trying to tell him, yo, it sounded like he was trying to tell him, love ain't black and white. It ain't just that simple. And the main point I wanted to get into, the gay men in that community, they throw that love word around way too freely.
That's the whole gay community, not just gay.
That's what I
I
said.
ain't
The
know
whole
that.
gay. I said they whole community, and people love the word shouldn't even be freely used as
Mhm.
much as they do. Love is responsibility. Oh, go.
Specifically to what this gay guy said to
Mhm.
Clifton Powell, right? Was he wrong for what he said to him?
He and not in every aspect. He wasn't 100% right, but he wasn't 100% wrong either.
Yeah.
Like
Agreed.
and that's the main point. And that's why what I just said, love is it's not black and white. Now, Clifton Powell was trying to express to him, bro, I am 70 and I just figured this shit out. That should give you a perception on how complex love actually is.
For some people.
for men,
For
why,
a
men,
lot
why
of people.
for men,
though.
why is love and commitment so scary? though?
No, it's not scary. It's not scary or anything.
And it is. To men, I feel like men
Just
get very afraid of like
No, to
Should
some
it not be?
commitment.
some
and
men,
love.
yeah.
I
Some
think-
people, period.
I know for
though.
me, it's wasting my time. Like it's the
What?
fear of wasting my time.
Oh, all right. I ain't know what he.
That's
because
that's why.
Why
I
you
gotta-
go into it with that thought though? Why?
but he's not
'cause he wasted
he's
his
not
time
wrong.
before.
But you got to
So it's like
understand.
when shit be temporary,
You got to understand, and this real quick. You got to understand. It's somebody
I know
being
it's kind of fucked up. I know it's how everybody.
You gotta understand, somebody being super-
Let me fix the hat.
somebody being super. What you gotta understand is somebody being super precautious about love. You shouldn't don't look at
Don't
them
get into a
damn.
relationship.
Well, I don't
No.
rush
Don't get
into
into
it.
a
But
relationship.
and that's
I
what
did. That's
don't
true,
do.
too.
I will respect
I don't
you
do
if
it.
you don't tell me I'm your girl.
Yes,
You don't tell me you
and I
love me,
don't
and you
do
let
that.
me know what's
That's
up.
true,
Let me
that's
make
true.
my own decisions. But specifically
You
to
gotta
what
talk
he
to
was
the
saying,
People try to, but then
specifically,
you got some women that try to force it on you, and
Listen,
then you be sitting here
I
like,
can't
look,
force- I'm a
look,
grown
no,
adult.
no,
I
no,
can't
no,
force
no,
you.
no,
right.
no,
The
no.
problem is y'all want y'all cake and eat it too. So y'all want to have this girl, and she telling you, if you don't be in a relationship with me, I'm out of here. So now
No.
he's like, I
That's
gotta be
the
in a
biggest.
relationship.
That's
I
the
gotta be in
biggest
a
mistake
relationship.
women
that's
make.
not
That's
it.
the
The problem is
misconception.
I can
That's the
have my
misconception.
cake and you allow me to eat it too. That's what happens.
No. And it's not that. No.
I'm just
Women,
saying, like,
women,
that's what happens.
women definitely a rut.
Yeah.
Women definitely
Women
tell
coerce.
you need to speed
Yes.
up your
Then say
absolutely.
no.
No.
Say no.
No,
Women
but see,
coerce
that-
men
it's
into a relationship that they're
Yeah.
not ready for, but
All
y'all be
the
not,
time.
because you would never have to ask the man, what are we doing here? If he was ready, he would have did it already.
Mhm.
So you asking gives you the answer
all
you
the
need.
time, and also
Mm.
love
Talk shit.
get you
Talk
killed.
shit. Talk that shit, player.
Love get you killed.
That's that shit I
Love
be
get you
saying,
killed.
yo.
Love
But
get
that's
you
that shit I be
killed.
saying
all day
though,
long. All
feel
day
like-
long.
Yeah.
All
The
day
bigger problem
long.
is some women be thinking they in a relationship when they really ain't.
But why do they think
See
that
what I'm
though?
saying?
But
That's
why?
another
No,
point.
no, no, no,
That's
no,
all
no,
I'm
no,
saying.
no, no,
That's
no,
all
no,
I'm
no.
saying.
That's another point.
But it's
I
not
agree. That's
always
their own
delusional.
delusion.
Some men will make you feel like that is what
Okay,
they
you right.
on, and
You
but
right.
and they playing that card because
How-
they know they gonna get stuff out of you if
How do you make them feel
play
that
a
way?
certain way. So sometimes
So
How do you make them feel that
just
way?
men, a lot of men
Hold
can't
up,
be
what-
real though. A lot of men can't go into a situation and be like, listen, I'm not looking for, because they know they're not gonna get what they want out the woman. So they go
Jordan.
into it not being honest and not just being real. Like, listen, I'm not ready to be in a relationship. I do want to have fun. I want to chill with you. Most women will respect that, but men don't think that. So they think lying to a woman and making a woman
They
feel
are not
like
respecting that. They are
or-
not
they are-
respecting
But
that.
how would you
They
know
are
if you've
not.
never tried?
Some
Oh,
women
no, we
do,
tried.
some
They are not
women-
respecting
Nah,
that.
men
Or
don't
she
never
could-
try
Or
that.
she could be
Listen.
accustomed, or she
Y'all
could be
are not
accustomed to
respecting that.
bullshit,
That's not
Or she
happening.
could be
So get-
accustomed to bullshit,
listen.
and then the nigga come around and do some shit that the other nigga wasn't doing, and she think this. What she say?
But why you wasting your
He
time with
did
somebody like
everything
that?
he was supposed to do.
Why you wasting your time? But the man too. If you know this not somebody you want to be with, why you wasting your time? Because most men just want to have sex. They don't care about. So it's not just about
They do.
the woman.
They do.
That
Let
is
me
true.
get
But, so when
That
I
is
say
true.
why
I
is
will agree with
commitment
that.
and love scary for men, don't
That
sit here
is
and try to make it seem like it's
true.
not. Because most men don't want that. They just want to have fun.
No. What I was trying to say is commitment and love is more complex than y'all make it out to be.
It's
Y'all
not,
think it's
though.
just simple, like, oh yeah,
It is simple.
it's
It's
not
simple.
to y'all. That's what I'm saying to y'all.
It's simple.
As you age, yeah.
That's why Clifton Powell was trying to tell him I'm
I'm
70,
19.
bro.
Bro,
And I
How old
just-
though? What is age? At what age?
But everybody
I don't
different
know.
though. It's not a particular. It's
I
not a
don't
set
know.
age.
It's-
Look,
It's not
it's
a
the same
set
reason why
age,
some people be
though.
engaged for 20 years and you be sitting there. Like,
That's because you're not with the
It's
right
not-
person. There's no way you should ever be.
I
If you
agree
in
with you
your
there.
at least
I don't know
30s,
why should that happen. Look,
I agree with you there. I agree with you there.
They should have been walked away.
They
If you
finally
in-
got married.
they should have been walked away, because when you know, you know,
It's not
and
that
it's not
simple.
that hard.
It ain't that
It
simple.
is,
I'm
because
telling
when you
What's
find
the
somebody,
percentage
You
of
know what
niggas
you
that
talk-
know in their 20s?
But
No.
see,
Well,
but
20
see-
I
But
said
nobody
30s.
not saying 30s. 30s in your 30s. You
By
should
your
know. And
30,
then
you know.
Niggas be
I
having
agree.
kids in their 20s. So what are you doing? What are you doing?
like I think you're talking in an aspect of like someone. I'm not, and I'm not. You're not saying this, but you're talking in an aspect of like, oh, I know I love this person immediately, and I'm not. You're not saying that. You're not saying that. But what I'm trying to tell you is the chances that you love your partner and will be in love with you it's not as high as y'all make it as y'all think it is. It's very rare to love someone and them to love you back. That is a rarity.
Because men don't know how to love.
No, that's not it. It's just
I mean,
rare.
This is what I'm
Love
saying.
is not. It's
Clifton
not,
Powell's in his
Living
almost
proof over
70.
here.
He stays with his woman for 10 years. So in his 60s, you still didn't know how to love? What are you talking about?
Clifton
You
Powell
chose.
different.
But I heard
But
you
y'all
chose
saying-
not to. He
But,
chose
but
not
was
to.
he talking about himself or was he talking about other men?
He was talking about himself. He
You
said,
see what I'm
for-
saying? That's why I'm trying to say I didn't get what Bull was so upset about. He was talking about himself.
and he
wasn't
was,
talking
and the
about
bull was
all
talking
men.
about Clifton Powell when you get to it. But
Yeah.
I know men like that when they get to a certain age. Now they want to be with their baby mom they giving hell to for years. I know somebody like that.
But
That
y'all
never
saying,
happened to
listen,
me. I'm
listen,
never going back.
Y'all understand? Y'all understand? When niggas in their 20s and all that, but in their 30s, y'all saying why not? But y'all in y'all mid to early 30s, so y'all experiencing it now, and y'all with real niggas.
First
The
of all,
bottom-
you sit back on the couch. You a little too excited. Relax. Relax. What you about to say, Coach?
I was about to say the bottom line is you're saying, oh, you should know. You can't say that about an individual. You because like Clifton Powell was trying to explain to him, bro. Like that's like what you were saying. I realized you can't say when somebody should realize something or when
Yeah.
they can't. And y'all do that a lot. Y'all say, "Oh, you shouldn't. You should have."
Yeah.
Da da da.
And I
Do y'all know what
You
love
with that,
is, though?
He's with that
Hold
woman
on.
for 10 years. When did you
You
Love
know
know?
what
is-
love is, though? Do y'all even know what love feels like? What it looks like?
Love
what
is
it,
different to everybody.
I was about to
Everybody
say,
got their own
Yeah,
perception and
yeah,
their own needs.
but it's a feeling. You feel
Absolutely.
it's something you
But-
feel. It's
But
I'm still waiting to feel what
Now,
it feels
I do want to say this though. She didn't, this is why I say I'm fucked up because we had this argument. She did not have to stay for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So like,
She did.
you
She
the,
did.
the person who stayed is just as big as the problem. You know how
You
many
are
times
correct.
a woman done left a nigga, he figured it out. The woman might not have took him back, but he figured it out for the next person.
That's
So
true.
like, you're just as much as the problem for staying if that nigga
That
not
is true.
doing what you need him to do. And don't throw out there, oh well, what we doing? We've been dating for 3 months and having sex going on. Why we not official? Why you saying that? Move on, cause he gonna figure it out. Damn, I fucked up with a good one. I thought I had a good one. I thought keep her as long as I wanted, but you stayed.
That's true.
There was a situation that happened to me like that, right?
I've been fucking her up all day.
I was
Go
I was
ahead.
talking to a guy and he was like, "Do you want to be my girl?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Well, why not? We've been doing relationship shit this entire time."
Mhm.
So I'm like, "Well, that's kind of true, but I don't know. I just don't want to be." But he didn't leave. You know, eventually he's like, "Okay, I'll be your girlfriend."
Yeah.
But I just feel like if you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody, you don't
Right.
have to be in a relationship with that person. 10 years with that woman and you saying you just learned how to love is crazy to
Now,
me.
how long did it take you for you finally got in a relationship with this man?
Probably by like November.
So
So
he,
it was
he
like
waited
June.
it out.
It was like June.
So he was just as bad as y'all women that waited out.
I mean, I guess.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, it's not.
It is.
And I-
It is that
It is, though.
simple.
I-
It is that
It
simple.
really is.
No, you gotta
But
give him the
then
mic.
say that to the woman. Don't make it seem like y'all in a relationship. Tell her, no, I don't want to be in a relationship. Like I told that young man, I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't. And you stuck around. So that's
I know
your
you're not about to
decision.
fight.
But look,
Fight over the
But
mic.
to his point, the people that stick around enable these people
Yes.
without the person themselves even knowing. You staying
That's
around
true.
is also a part of the problem.
And
I agree, but don't tell me you just learned how to love 10 years of being with me.
how
What
you
was we
going to
doing?
tell him
What was
he
we
didn't
doing
just
this
learn how
whole
to
entire
love?
time?
That's
What
not.
was you doing?
I don't know.
That's not up to you to make that decision.
But we don't know what that 10 years consisted of. Like,
Nah,
it probably-
he told us what he was doing. He was
He
drunk.
was cheating.
Relax.
Oh.
So there's no way he finally love her now.
I-
He love her now because he old and he don't. He love her now because he old and he tired of running around.
He don't
being-
force himself to love her. That's not real love though, because love is not. It flows. It's easy.
I do.
At this old age, at this point.
That's what it
Well,
is. Yeah.
I do think that women fall for men faster than men fall from women. So a lot of times y'all do be knowing who y'all want to be in. Women fall for men faster than men
That be the
fall for
problem.
women.
I agree.
You gotta
Men
give
may
somebody
want
that's
the
obsessed
woman
with you.
first, but I think the falling in love and wanting to be in a relationship, women figure that out faster than men do. Men need more time. So if you only needed a month, that man might need a year. In some
I
cases.
heard men don't need that long. I
That's
heard they know right
respectable,
away.
But tell me.
That's
tell
only
me.
if y'all get him sex.
Now we know if we want to sleep with you.
Yeah,
right away.
exactly.
Yeah.
Run-
First,
the
sex and
rundown.
all that, yeah.
And if it's good enough, what we say on the other episode, if it's good enough, you might make me do some shit I didn't want to do. Baby,
Yeah.
will you
All day
marry me?
long.
It's
All
only
day
month
long.
number 2,
All day
and I
long.
want to get married off the Gucci.
But
all
you
day
don't. But
long.
you don't know if you love that person. You just going based off the sex.
Just like
Yes.
you, just like you
I'm
said,
playing.
love is not just.
I'm
It's
playing.
not
That
no
is
simple answer.
insane.
Married men have no sense.
I'm betting.
That
It's
is
not. It's
insane.
not no
I'm
simple.
joking.
It's not no
I'm
simple
joking.
answer to love.
It's not though.
It's not no.
though.
It's not no just
But
straight
yo,
love.
what's everybody closing remarks on?
Hey man, when you ready, you ready. I ain't ready. I'm out here, but I'm not out here. Out here, but I'm not out here.
I guess for me, I am biased, and sometimes I gotta stop thinking just one sided because on my side, like growing up, everybody was married and in love. So like I'm just like it's easy. All my siblings are married. My parents have been married.
Your situation is an anomaly. I keep telling you that.
Yeah, I mean I know everybody says it's like rare, but to me I'm
That
just
is
like
rare.
Super.
it's normal. It's normal. Like it's normal.
But see, but
to
I would
me.
believe. But I would believe your rhetoric of knowing how to be a wife because you've seen it, you witnessed it, and you live in it. As
I
opposed
mean,
to
yeah,
a lot of these women that be
that's
out here
true.
talking about how to be a wife.
Well, that's
First of
true.
all, you're not a wife.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, my mom and
Never
my
seen
dad
a
been
wife.
married. Yeah, that's true. I mean, me and my siblings, we all got the same mom and dad. They've been married. All my siblings again are married. So I guess for me, I am biased. I'm just like, it's not that hard. Like I don't, like I talk to his sisters all the time, and they just like see it's hard. Like it's not as easy as it was for you and Tyreek. And I'm like, oh
Speaking of
well,
that, even that, we talk all the time. You got how many? You got what? Two
I got two
two
sisters and a brother.
and one brother.
Mhm.
They all got the same mom and dad.
Mhm.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, it's just
there you go
like
right there.
a whole different dynamic.
But to me, that's always been normal. Like people don't look at that like it's normal, but
No,
I don't know anything else. I don't know nothing about having half siblings and growing up, and they go to they dad house, and I'm at my dad. Like we all lived in one house, we all ate together, we all went to church. Like it's just normal to me.
Yeah. You know, for my you want to go first? For my closing remark, you know, majority of these men that take a long time to choose come from broken homes, and that's just the reality of it. So, I would suggest that you know get to know people's upbringing when you dating them, because it will open you up to understanding them better. Not saying you're gonna want to be with them, but you'll definitely be able to understand them better. Like, oh, like you said, house to house with certain people.
So
This
hesitant.
one ain't had no running water, so they are a fighter, they're a struggler, so they don't mind struggling. It's a lot of things like that go into dating people, and we don't really do the homework. So to say that you should know in 3 months and you don't even know his granddad name, or you know what I'm saying, like you don't know how he grew up, the financial situation, like that's not real. Like, and it take time.
I didn't have a mom and a dad. I was raised by my grandmother. That's still I don't. So I never seen a loving marriage or anything like that. But I know how I want somebody to treat me, and I know how I want to treat somebody. So I can't say I didn't see it to know what I want, what I want to be treated like, and what it feels like. So I just don't feel like it. I feel like it's an excuse. It's not taking accountability for the fact that you cheated on this woman. You know she didn't like you. You know you hurt her every single time. You know you wouldn't want to be cheated on. Just treat somebody how you want to be treated. That's how I feel about the situation. And don't lie. I'm not gonna lie and say I want to be in a relationship with you. No, when I don't. I'm not. I'm not gonna tell you I love you if I don't love you. Sorry that I'm hurting your feelings for not saying it back. But that's not how I feel. I'm not. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And if your feelings get hurt, it is what it is. But you can't say I led you on. And I don't want nobody to lead me on. Be honest with me so I can make my own decision.
The only thing I would say about this, the whole love topic, I just want to tell people, you got a better chance at hitting a lottery.
Damn.
Stay with. No, I ain't going crazy. I'm not going crazy. I'm not going crazy. Just look.
Damn.
Stay with me. Stay with me.
Lottery?
I'm saying you got a
whole
better,
lottery?
you got a better chance of hitting a lottery than finding your soulmate.
Have you ever been in love?
Yes.
Okay.
And listen.
Sunshine.
Because I've talked to people before, and a lot of people think finding your soulmate is like a easy thing.
Nah,
like
it's
it's
not.
studies that back this legitimately. Like
What you think they should just
That person
not
don't
try,
hit-
just give up on it?
No. Keep trying and everything. I'm
Oh.
not saying nothing. Like I just would if they knew
The lottery is hard.
If they understood it, that's what. And then it's crazy that you would think like, oh, but people believe more people like they believe they can hit the lottery, but it's like they believe, oh yeah, my soulmate, oh yeah, it'll definitely happen. It'll definitely happen. And it's like it's not that simple. So
That
if
person
you
don't have to be a soulmate to love somebody. You just that's all we talking about is loving somebody. He said, I just learned how to love. That don't have to be a soulmate to love that person. You just gotta know how to love somebody. That's it. You gotta understand what it means to them to be loved, and have a conversation with that person. But that don't mean that's gonna be your soulmate. You still have to learn how to love a person.
I just want to say like I was quiet for a minute, you know what I mean? Because like y'all was talking about it, and I was going through it myself like since I was like in high school, probably before that, like just messing around with girls, not being honest, just not being honest about a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? And just me moving, listening to everybody's like point of views and shit like that. I just understand that moving forward, we just gotta be able to be honest. We shouldn't be doing shit that that can make us, question each other about who gonna be with who. Should we do this? Should we do that? Should we move faster? Should we not? Like I said, I've been doing things that in my past where we're doing relationship shit. You know what I mean? And then when we get questioned about it, or vice versa, like we doing shit and it's like we together, but then by the time we really say we together, it ain't gonna feel like because we already doing this shit. You know what I mean? So at least make it to the point where when we say we together, it's going to feel like it. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to, like I said, me's moving forward just in like right now. I want to be able to do the shit where I'm not getting myself involved in some shit that I'm not. It's not a relationship. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna just do shit like, yeah, I'm just gonna take you out. I'm gonna do this extra shit. Then when I'm ready to say we together, it don't even feel like this shit. Like I don't gain the reward. I don't gain the trophy, the championship, or nothing like that because we're doing so much the same exact shit constantly. You know what I mean? So I just think that like you need to know what you want off the work, and I think that me being honest now, like me in my 30s, has been helping me. Like I said, I don't know about, like I said, Cohen said he never really, you know what I mean, friends about. I said for me now, it did work for me. I am being honest now. I've been honest with, you know what I mean, everybody about what I'm doing and all of that. It's actually helping me because before it didn't work. I had to fucking lie. You see what I'm saying? Just to, because I want, like she said, I want your cake and eat it too. You know what I mean? It's hard for niggas, like, you know, because we want what we want. And then when they ask us, we ain't the fuck already. That's just what, nah, I'm cool. But just listening to everybody, man, I'm just listening to everybody's point of views. And then my closing thing is just, when you meeting somebody, you know what I mean? If you don't want the shit, just don't jump into the shit. Don't do shit that you shouldn't be doing. And then when the questions come up, like even, we all like sex, we all like fucking whatever, but that's a part of it too. Once we fuck, it's like, once we get with you, we ain't gonna feel like, already fucked you already. It don't even mean anything no more. For real, it's just, oh, he's already doing it already, so we might well keep going. Because now we fucking, and you, the female asks you, hey, you know, are we gonna be together? You be like, for what? Like, you know what I mean? That's us as men. We looking at y'all like, for what? We already got everything. What are we doing? Like, we already got the shit. So it's just, I mean, moving forward, man, like I said, just be honest, and then, you know what I mean? You won't gotta worry about somebody questioning your love and all that type shit.
So you feel like you should be in a relationship? No, I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
All right, never mind.
No.
Like, I feel like, all right.
Go ahead.
You feel like you should be in a relationship, commit to that person before y'all had sex because y'all had sex first. That mean you ain't gonna want it no more.
I'm saying no. Hold on. What I'm saying is that when it comes down to being like serious, you feel what I'm saying? Like just getting into a serious situation, like, oh, we don't want what we want. We don't know what we want. That's what I'm saying. Like I get the point where you like, oh well, waiting for sex and all that. I just think that me moving forward from my situation, like from what I learned, I'm not going to keep playing this game and just keep fucking you and doing that and third. And then when you ask me, can we be together? And I'm like, no. If we going to do what we supposed to do. If we doing this shit, we about to be together. That's the goal.
Okay.
So in other words, don't do relationship shit if you ain't trying to be in a relationship.
Doing it. Nobody don't understand it.
Right. I ain't that. That's all.
Yeah, sex is a part of it. It's actually one of the big part of the shit. Like once we do it, it's
they say don't give it up.
Like it's just
get a relationship.
Once we get that path, it's just like, okay, now what we doing? What we doing? You know what I mean? So
that's the end of the show. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Baby Dad got a podcast. Tune in next time. Talk about it.